I am so glad, I am so excited to be back at this freaking game. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Now I can see what people are saying. And they're like, oh my god, Bailey, you're doing this again? Why must you torture yourself? Why? Why do you do this to yourself? Why? What kind of point are you proving at this point? We don't like. Yeah. We don't get it. Even the AI, apparently. If you don't know, YouTube added, like, this ask feature where you can ask the AI, like, about a certain video. Max decided to test it out, right? And what better video to test it out on than the first episode to Dream Daddy? That, of course, being gay for banana bread. What did Max ask this AI, you might ask? He asked it, is Bailey gay? To which the AI said, and I quote here, I'm going to quote here. Let me just pull this up real quick, because it still makes me so mad, knowing that Max deliberately asked this question on purpose. So much so that it pisses me off, and I'm making sure that my glasses are clear enough to read this bullshit. Where is it? Is Bailey gay? The video does not explicitly state whether Bailey is gay or not. However, there are some hints that suggest he might be. For example, he makes several jokes about being gay, and he seems to be comfortable with the idea of being perceived as gay, both of which are lies, by the way. Additionally, the title of the video is Gay for Banana Bread. Bailey basically explains Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator. Suggests that Bailey may be interested in men. Ultimately, it is up to you guys, the viewer, to decide whether or not you guys believe that I am gay. And that, I have to say, is bullshit. So you know what? You know what? I've made up my mind. I've made up my mind. I'm going to make Max cover a game that he absolutely despises. I haven't figured out what that game is yet. But when he does return to this live streaming thingamajiggy, I'm going to make him play the most god-awful game I can think of. Maybe it's something that I've already played before, maybe it's something completely new. But I guarantee you, when Max comes back to doing this live streaming thing, I'm going to make him play a game that he is going to regret playing. In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna make his ass play Creature from the Krusty Krab and see how much he likes it! Anyway, for those who don't know me, my name's Bailey. I basically explain stuff, and I'm done ranting for right now. And apparently, I looked this up because I was curious. You can go on a second date with all of these people, just like the first. You can just go on second dates with all of them. The only thing you can't do is go on a third date with multiple people. You have to choose one person to go on a third date with. And then the game, like, concludes from there. So, with all that bullshit said, I think if I remember, after I did the first date with Joseph, I believe I went with Craig next? Question mark? Remind me if I'm wrong, Jordan. I'm pretty sure it was like this. I went with Joseph, then Craig, then Matt, then Brian, then Damien, Robert, and Hugo. I think that's the order, right? So I'm gonna go with that. Wait, what? Oh, it's not a heart here. Hold up, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Huh? Okay, so there's two there, right? There's one there. Did I not go on a first date with Craig? I could have swore I did. What? Okay, wait a minute. There's a date with Matt, yeah. Brian, yes. Robert, uh-huh, you betcha. Damien, I just checked you. Did I not go on a first date with Craig? I could have swore I did. Well, you, sir, are quite the enigma, I tell you what. Unless, of course, I'm remembering wrong. Wait, that fitness thing that I did for him, that wasn't the first date? What was that? What was anything? Why is YouTube saying that the bitrate is lower than it needs to be? It's set at like 4,000, I'm pretty sure. Don't give me that fucking shit, YouTube. I will set the bitrate to whatever I want, okay? Don't give me another reason to get upset. I wonder what Craig's up to today. I navigate to Craig's dad book page and type out a message. Hey bro, or should I say neighbor? Let's catch up like old times. A couple moments pass before I hear a ding on the computer. It's a message from Craig. That was quick. Bro, my man, let's definitely hang soon. Might be a little different from our old weekend, long benders, but it'll still be fun. I think for a moment, this could be a fun opportunity to see my old buddy in this new element. We exchange a couple more messages and he logs off to prep for the game. The game? Ooh. I should see if Amanda wants to join me. I walk over to Amanda's room and knock on the door. Yo, Amanda Panda! I open the door and find Amanda sitting cross-legged on the floor, surrounded by magazines and newspaper clippings. She seems to be making some sort of art piece. Or a murder letter. What you working on? Just a collage for class. We're supposed to make a piece that represents our goals for the future. I think Max made a couple of those, like, collage pieces once for art class. And they were really weird. I should ask him to send those later. I take a closer look at her collage. That's a lot of dogs. It's mostly dogs, yeah. Did you need something? Craig invited us to a softball game. You wanna go? Remember that one time you signed me up for softball and you bought all the gear for me? And then you took me to the first game and then someone hit a ball towards me and I just ran off in the field crying? And then you hid in the dugout and would scream if I tried to pick you up. Yeah, I remember that very well. I was afraid of baseballs. I thought you were a gigantic sentient softball. Max, I think the cats might be going at it again. You should probably go check on them.
Oh, god damn it!
So does that mean you don't want to go? Amanda gets up and looks at me dead in the eyes. Determined.
Ugh.
I'm finally ready to face my fears head on. Let's do this! Amanda and I make the short drive out to the local softball field. For a kid's softball game, it's pretty packed. We clamber up the bleachers and take our seats on the top row. I don't see Craig anywhere.
Ugh.
So when did the kids start crying and running off the field? Wait, why is there like... What the hell is with this fencing? This fencing is like way too big for this softball field. And are we like on the field? What is going on? You know that your relationship with softball is different from everyone else's relationship with softball, right? I never understood softball. Okay, so basically from what I understand, because mind you, I don't know much about sports. Softball is basically like the baseball equivalent for like women because men are sexist. I don't know. Okay, but if I don't see some kids cry, I'm gonna be pretty disappointed. For nostalgia purposes, of course, not because I take joy out of children fighting for my amusement. Definitely not that. The game starts and the kids run off onto the field. I can see Craig by the dugout with a clipboard. He has River strapped to his chest as per usual. There's a guy in a pancake costume doing jumping jacks across the field. I guess you could say he's a flapjack doing jumping jacks. You can leave the stream now if you don't like dad jokes. Reading the kids' brightly colored jerseys, I see that it's the Maple Bay Flapjacks against the Pinewood Ocelots. Go Flapjacks, I guess?
Oh.
Choke up on the bat, Miranda! Yeah, Miranda, square up or shut up! How much do you know about softball, anyway? Enough to know that the balls are relatively hard, despite their name. Yeah, because aren't softballs like the same as baseballs? I don't know, someone who actually knows this stuff can correct me. I don't know anything about sports.
Huh?
But yelling is fun. Give it a shot. It's cathartic. Keep your eye on the ball. What's important is that you're having fun. What are you willing to sacrifice to win? That reminds me of, apparently when Max worked at Green Turtle, which if you don't know is like a sports bar. So there's like sports happening everywhere. Something he would do to keep himself entertained was just look at one of the football games that was on the TV. And when they were, like, squaring up to, like, do a kickoff or whatever, Max would just be like, "Kick the ball!" Like that. So I'm gonna choose that. And also an eye on the bat! Hit the ball! And the outfield! And the other don't hit the other players, that's, just keep your eye on all that stuff simultaneously. Nice. We watched a couple of innings of softball. They aren't ready for the major leagues yet, but Craig's trained his team pretty well. It seems like he's really good with children. Keg Stand Craig is good with children. Wow. It's amazing how hard they're hitting the ball and how no one has run off the field crying yet. Amanda. Dear. You have to let it go. That was like 7 years ago. More than 7 years. How old are you? Let what go? I'm perfectly fine. The opposing team is up at bat. They hit a fly ball into the center field. The tiny little girl tries to get under the ball, but it misses her glove and hits her straight in the forehead. Oof. What? See? It's a completely justifiably fair. It's a completely justifiable fear. Just like how my sentence structure is bad. Nah. I'm guessing one of the kids' parents will yell at their kids for losing. No, it'll be like that one episode of South Park where they're all on the baseball team and Randy's just like getting drunk and fighting other dads. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought this was America. The girl plops down on the grass and starts crying. Craig makes a beeline to her, checking her forehead and comforting her until her parents arrive. He carries her off the field as she sobs. Man. Pardon me. It's strange to think about how this was the guy who once backflipped off the roof and into a pool while shotgunning a beer. He's so responsible now. It's like if Steve-O became a father, which I think he is, but... The game resumes after the girl calms down a bit and we watch a couple more innings. Craig's team is crushing the other team in the 9th inning. The Ocelots seem to have given up by this point. I see one outfielder eating a fistful of grass. A batter on the other team knocks a foul ball into the stands. I follow the trajectory and... Oh no, it's coming right for me! Yeah, it's coming right for us. It's the sound of a gun being fired. Oh no, oh no, 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 no! I close my eyes, brace for impact. I'm out cold. I open my eyes and look over to see Amanda holding the softball, staring at it in amazement. I caught the ball. Oh my god, you know what? Off-tangent story, I know, I'm sorry. But I have to bring this up. So, because it's March 4th, you know? Here's a marching band story. Because I just thought of it. So, it's Max and I's freshman year. And something that the band would have to do is on Friday night football games. When the team was at home, we'd have to play at the football games on, like, the bleachers off to the side. You know, just like some standard pep tunes and stuff. At one point during the game, there's a football that comes flying towards us, I'm assuming from the field. I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. This sophomore named Tyler, he immediately knew what to do. He put his trumpet down, and he ran over there and caught the football, and then did an epic dab. And everyone was like, woo, yeah, go Tyler! He's the real football champion, I'm telling you guys, because honestly, for most of high school, our football team sucked. It's what you get for living in a small little bougie town like ours, I guess. You saved my life! You're a spider person! Whoa! I caught the ball! I caught the ball, Dad! You did it, Amanda! I'm so proud of you! It's like 10 years too late, but whatever! I faced my fears! I defeated the softball! I can do anything! Can you survive Five Nights at Freddy's? Because I can't. Amanda and I share a big hug. It's a tender moment that I don't think anyone else is watching, or anyone else really understands. Just like the barf thing, you know? I'm proud of you, kiddo. The game ends and Craig's team are declared the victors. We sit patiently as the girls line up to shake hands. What is with this face? Are you worried about something? Are you okay? Great job, everyone! We walk over to the dugout to congratulate Craig, who's talking with some of the parents. Craig, great work, man! Thanks. We've been working hard all season, and it's great to see it paying off. I'm so proud of all my girls. Speaking of which, have you met Briar and Hazel? Yeah, I met them at the tea party, remember? Does, like, everybody have memory problems? Hello! Hey! Killer playing out there, guys! Yeah, you guys rule! Thank you. You guys are twins, huh? So, which one of you is the evil one? Because honestly, between Max and his brother Stars, I have no idea. They're both twins, if you didn't know. And, ooh, they both seem real evil. But one has to be eviler. I don't know. Hazel. Hazel's like, what the hell, man? Why'd you throw me under the bus like that? Yeah, it's me. I'm the evil one. I'm gonna steal your lunch money. Woo-ha-ha-ha-ha. Good looking out. You guys ever pretend to be each other? I don't have a twin, but I think if I did that, I'd be doing that constantly. Oh my god, just like these guys I once knew in elementary school. I could not tell them apart. And then one day, just to purposely fuck with me, they decided to change seeds. And I had no idea. I don't remember what those guys' names were. They must have been like Brian and Ryan or something. I don't know. It was like, hey Brian, what's up? Oh, I'm actually Ryan. Well, fuck you, Ryan, Brian, whatever. Yeah, I take all of her math tests. What does that mean? Now, I usually throw rocks at stuff when people get mad, and I tell them I'm Briar. Hey, that's one way to do it, I guess. What? We will talk about this later. Even the baby seems unimpressed, like, yeah, these are my two asshole sisters, you know? They're assholes. I hope I don't grow up to be like that, man. Meanwhile, River's, like, smoking a cigarette in the corner. Like, when she's much older, she's like, Brian Hazel, yeah, I know those names. They were my sisters. They got arrested for robbing a bank. I don't know. Bailey, bro, I just got a couple more things to clean up, then we can hang. Sounds good, my dude. Just then, one of the moms jumps into the conversation. Not so fast. We have to celebrate our win, Craig. I'm taking the whole team to get pizza.
Oh, man.
Oh, I don't know if I can... Nonsense! The girls won! What sort of celebration could we have without our fearless leader? We need pizza, Craig! She lays her hand on his shoulder and gives him a goo-goo eyes. Man, this mom's laying it on I don't think you meant that. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure, but, I think Craig might be gay. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. Amanda and I share a look. Alright. Is it cool if my bro comes along? The mom looks slightly put off, but covers it up with a smile. Oh, what? You don't like nerds at your sports functions? I see how it is. I don't have to go to CC's. Whatever, I'll just go to Little Caesars, I guess. At least their pizza's actually hot most of the time. Of course. Where are we going? Thirsty's Pizza? No, we're going to a place called CC's. No, CC's personally grosses me out. But after like 5 minutes, I'm like, you know what? It's this or nothing. And I scarf down like half of a mac and cheese pizza. Like there's no tomorrow. What?
Huh.
What? It's a real place. Okay. Oh my god, it is CC's! It's freaking CC's! It's freaking CC's. Like, you got the freaking pizza bar here, and you got the arcade games here that are, like, incredibly sticky and awful. This is just CC's. Or that pizza bar that's in Michigan, I think. I don't know. An endless stream of girls clad in softball gear pile out of a minivan and into a local pizza buffet, which is actually called Thirsty's Pizza. Amanda and I trail behind them with Craig. Reminds me of all the awful pizza we put into our bodies back in the day. Remember how we used to just fold whole pies in half and then put taco filling in them? Like a taco pizza? I actually was a part of that one night. Max's mom, great cook by the way, she makes all kinds of stuff and sometimes invents crazy things like taco pizza. Weirdly good. Okay, so you have the normal pizza ingredients, right? But instead of like tomato sauce or whatever, you just do like salsa or queso. And then you could put just like the taco fillings on top, you know, like lettuce and meat and avocado and onions, hot sauce, whatever. And then you just eat it like a taco. Of course, it's like small pizzas, like personal pizzas. Just don't knock it till you try it, dude. It's awesome. Ah, pizzacos. I could never forget. Pizzacos. What's next? We're gonna have spaghetti tacos from iCarly. How did we survive college? Our bodies were younger back then, more elastic, more able to handle the toxic waste we put inside of us. The good old days, I'd say. The kids run around playing arcade games, eating greasy food. Amanda and I jump on a couple of slices of mediocre pizza. Hey, give me a pizza that. Even River's so done, like, oh my god. My dad just won't stop with the dad jokes. Drive me crazy. Where's my baby's first cigarette? I need to light up. No, absolutely not. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm strictly eating salad here. Oh, I had a missed opportunity. I could have been like, no, absolutely not, Kansas. But oh well. Thanks for addressing the issue, Amanda. Dad! A different mom walks up to us, talking to Craig as if we weren't even here. Craig, thank you so much for looking after our kids. My daughter tells me every day about how great you are. Oh, I'm happy to look after them. Definitely helps that I have kids of my own, you know? It's been so hard since Daniel left. I'm glad to know that my children have a strong male role model in their lives. Amanda and I look at each other again. Craig gets in from all angles. Huh. Okay. Craig smiles sheepishly.
I don't know.
Thank you so much, dude. This is awkward. Craig holds his fist out for a fist bump from the mom in what I think is a maneuver to lighten the conversation. He looks super uncomfortable. I should throw him a bone here. Great diversion, tag team with Amanda, smokescreen Martha. What? Tag team with Amanda? No. How about create a diversion? What the hell would I do with that? I pull out the first thing that comes to mind. Who watched Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers last night, huh? Great show! What? Callum and Flint Dogbone visit a truck stop that was also a cemetery and led an exorcism of a ghost that was haunting the hot dog grill. I nudge Amanda for support. Help me out here. There was also a demon haunting one of the bathroom stalls and it kept throwing poop on the wall. Very scary stuff. You mean like the shit monster from Dogma or whatever that was? I think it was Dogma. I don't know. Actually, now that I think about it, there's a good chance there's a non-paranormal explanation for that. But still, quality television. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen it either. What the hell are you talking about, dude? Wow, we have so much in common. Damn. She turns her back on me and talks to Craig. But what the fuck was I supposed to do? So I'm taking Hazel and Briar tonight for the sleepover? Yeah, they're pretty excited about it. You'll keep them out of trouble, right? Oh, of course, but I can always use help watching after everyone tonight if you're not doing anything. Wow, this lady's really going for the gold here. Ha! It'll actually be nice to have a night to myself and River, but thanks for the invite. I just love her fucking face. River's face. It's so funny. Martha, you might want to grab your child. She's stuffing a pizza into the coin slot. Yo, you think the games in the background look bad. Now they're getting even worse. Martha angrily turns her attention towards her daughter. Tiffany, not another arcade machine! I swear to God, if I have to buy it! Martha storms off towards her kid. She seemed nice. Yeah, the team is one big weird family. Takes all sorts, right? Tiffany, don't eat the tokens! I don't want to go to the ER again because of your, like, pica! Tiffany's a stellar hitter. Whew. I finally think I have time to talk to Craig now. Man, you're a busy guy, aren't you? With your whole workout regiment and softball coaching and all that jazz. You really do remind me of Max's uncle. I think he coaches like his daughter's soccer team or something. I don't remember. I only asked him about it once. Only on days like today, I hope. Dad! Hey, girls. Dad, can you help us beat our record on DDR? We told Ariana's dad that you could destroy him on the dance mat. Please help.
Oh, man.
Girls, you know I don't have my jukes anymore. But Dad! It's DDR! Craig looks at me like a hurt puppy.
I don't know.
Sorry, dudes, duty calls. I promise we'll catch up in a bit. It's all good, whatever. Go DDR the hell out of DDR. Craig runs off with his daughters and I'm left alone with mine. Man, I was really hoping to hang out with Craig more today, but it seems like he's getting dragged into everything. Just pulled in every direction. It definitely wasn't like this in college. I feel like we might be a third wheel here.
Oh.
There's worse places than an arcade to be left to your own devices. No, an arcade is the worst place to be left to your own devices. I swear, one time, we were at Dave & Buster's, and somehow I got separated from everybody. And I thought, for the longest while, that I was abandoned at the arcade. But then I ran into Jimmy and everything was fine. You're right. Wanna drop some coin on pinball? You know it! Amanda and I pull up to a machine that's feeling pretty hot and get to work. I'm a little rusty, but the pinball wizard within me will never die, even though I'm not blind and deaf. I am dumb, though. I will admit that. I pull out a decent score and then challenge Amanda to top mine. And immediately she gets multi-ball. Looks like she takes after her father. You're pretty good. Don't patronize me! Hey, just trying to, you know, pay a compliment. Amanda shushes me. She's in her zen zone. The pinball zone. She fights valiantly, racking up points by the millions. She's this close to beating my score, but I feel honored just being able to watch. You're friends with Craig, right? Janet from earlier walks up and leans on the pinball machine. Yeah, we went to college together. Who are you? Please don't lean on my thing. Huh? That's so interesting. So, do you know if he's, like, available? Oh, honestly, I really don't know if I could say. Seriously, you're gonna make a tilt? Because it just seems like so much work to watch after his kids. Don't you think it would be great if he... Lady, I swear to God, stop tilting my machine. All of a sudden, a buzzer sounds and the game is over. Janet made the pinball machine tilt. Damn it, Janet! It's all your fault! Useless! You stone harpy! What?
Ugh.
I said I have to go over there now and put pizza in my mouth so I don't say anything that'll hurt your feelings. Because believe me, I would if my dad wasn't around right now. Amanda. Bro. Yeah, I said it better than you. Get nay-nayed. What's going on? Now's our chance. If we don't get out of here now, we're stuck with the rest of the night. We're stuck for the rest of the night. I wrangle Amanda and say some quick goodbyes with Craig. We head out of the pizza place. Fucking finally. The smells were starting to get to me, man. Amanda promises that she'll keep the couch warm for me and heads home. Hope you don't mind me bringing you back here, bro. No, not at all, dude. It's good to finally get you all to myself for just a second. River burps. Well, almost all to myself, but, you know, I'll take what I can. You know, they say to count your chickens, you know? Hold up! Craig walks over to the trunk of his car and pulls out 2 gloves and a softball. Up for some catch? This might be less catch and more like you throwing the ball and me running after it, but okay. We stand in the middle of the empty baseball diamond and start tossing the ball back and forth. I have a cooler in my car that we could go grab, but there's only juice boxes in there. Man, fatherhood is strange, am I right? You're telling me. I can't believe I'm looking back on my keg stand Craig days and reminiscing about it. Those were some good times. I don't know if anyone else could pull off those rare horizontal keg stands like you did. It was a feat of discipline, bro. Trust me. I haven't properly hung out with Craig in so long. I don't even know where to begin. Ask about coaching softball, ask about the business, ask about the kids. That's enough for now. Yeah, I want to know about the business. I want to know about the business while the game lags. So you, like, run a business now? Yeah, we sell fitness gear. Imports and exports mostly, but we're coming up on our own line of athletic wear soon. I nod. I mostly use my sweatpants for watching TV and not, you know, sweating, but it sounds like he'd make a killing. If you ever need the athletic gear, I got your back, bro. You could sponsor me. I'll rep your athletic wear brand while I mow my lawn. That is the glamorous lifestyle we're catering to, yeah. So, coaching softball. Is that like your life? Or is that the life that was thrust onto you? Ha! I'll admit that I was hesitant at first. Briar and Hazel had so much energy that we just had to get them in the sports. But no one was there to run the team. The more I did it, the more I saw how much it meant to all the girls. I'm worried there'd be a riot if I quit. Oh no, that's what it was! Max's uncle runs, his son's soccer team. Because, oh my god. Remember when I said, funny, is your name Joe Jr. in the first episode? So, Max's uncle, his name's Joe, and then his son's name is Joe Jr., or JJ, if you will. And boy, does that guy got a lot of energy. He's only like 7, 8, question mark? And boy, is he energetic. Like Dash from The Incredibles. That's what he looks like, too. He looks like Dash, kind of. Anyway. I would also be afraid of a bunch of tiny children with metal bats.
I don't know.
They're quick, and they work as a team. I trained them too well. Too well. They know how to use those bats as weapons of mass destruction. I'm telling you, man. They take you down like a pack of velociraptors on a T-Rex. Exactly. So how about your kids? Can't believe you're a father of 3. Neither can I. You know me, I'm an indecisive person. I just don't know when to quit, man. You switched your major 4 times. Yeah, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. But raising kids, when Briar and Hazel were born, it all finally made sense. It was like all the time I had spent trying to figure things out led to them. I couldn't be happier about it. I don't think I ever cared as much as anything, as much as I care about them. I have the exact same feeling when Amanda was born. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. It could be the only thing that ever happened to me, and I would still be proud of the life I lived. Apparently, children are miracles or something. Yada yada yada, that analogy. It's nice out here. Quiet. Must be good to get away from the softball moms for a bit, huh? I heard that they're quite crazy, especially in our little bougie town.
Oh.
Christ, Janet. Yeah, that was a lot. Are they always like that? Trying to, like, get inside your pants or whatever?
Oh.
Actually, this wasn't nearly as bad. Yikes. I'm just so not interested. Well, what are you interested in?
I don't know.
That's a fair answer.
Oh.
Peace and quiet. That hot silence that sends... You know those moments where you, like, say something and then you just, like, stop, take a minute to process what the hell you just said? That's been happening a lot with this game, let me tell you.
Hey.
My ultimate sexual fantasy is sleeping in on a Saturday. Same, brother. But more seriously, I just can't get back into dating right now. I couldn't even if I wanted to. There's just no time, man.
I don't know.
And I feel so uncomfortable trying to introduce a stranger into my girls' lives. They've already been through so much. I can't put them through that. Buddy, I hear you.
Oh.
So, the moms can hit on me all they want. But the girls? They'll always be my top priority. Yeah, move out of here, moms. I'm all about them girls. That came out wrong. I should probably shut up. You're doing a great job. The right person will come eventually. Hit softball. Hit softballs. Don't get hit on by moms. You know what I'm saying? A wise man once said that. I'm quoting myself here, by the way. I don't know if that was clear or not. I clearly wrote that. Copyright. Thanks, dude. While I'm distanced, I miss the softball and it hits me right on the head. Ow! Fuck! It's the frisbee thing all over again. Damn it! Why does this keep happening? That hurts like a motherfucker, by the way. Amanda was right all along. Sorry, dude. Craig runs over to me. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm not gonna sue you like I did with Brian, because I actually know you. Wait, let me do the dad thing for a second here. Craig spends a moment examining my head.
I don't know.
It's worse than I thought. Don't tell me you had to kiss it to make it feel better. Because if you are, I'm out of here.
Bro.
You would be so lucky. That was planned. I mean, kissing is for the weak. I gotta think about this for a second. What the fuck? You know what? What I mean to say is, I feel like I've earned it at this point. Waiting all day to hang out with you? I mean, come on, pucker up, lover boy! I've waited for so long for someone to fucking kiss me in this game!
Oh.
One? What do you mean, one, Jordan? What the fuck? Craig leans in and kisses my forehead. Now I know what you mean by one. Okay. Walk it off, champ. Mind you, this was a platonic kiss, not a romantic kiss. It was platonic, entirely platonic. I swear to God. I'm gonna lose my mind. But the lights on the softball feel really hot. Or is that just me? Because I've been working out for so long, not because of anything else. I get up and dust myself off. River yawns. You're right, I'm bored of this conversation already. Hey, little buddy, you must be getting tired, huh?
Nice.
I hate to say it, but I should probably head out. Sorry, things are so... You get older and life just kinda gets in the way, you know? I swear, yeah, it definitely is like that. There's a lot of games that I would just love to play, but I can't put the time into it because I'm busy doing this! Flirting with men, and for what? To make a 17-year-old happy? I don't think so. Well, I'm in it now, so hey, remember that one house party we went to that got broken up by a helicopter?
Hey.
How could I forget? You and me hopped over a concrete wall to get away. But the other side of the fence was a parking lot where a bunch of cops were parked. Oh man, yeah. Could you imagine the look on our faces? We just walked straight past them, like we were out for a stroll. The cops were totally fooled, haha! And not knowing that we were at the party, they started joking with us about how big of a bust it was. We had to talk with them for 30 minutes. You told them you were interested in joining the academy.
Hey.
And then they started giving me pointers for the exam. Longest 30 minutes of my life. Man, college, am I right? Good old days, right? It's not from a high school movie, it's from a college movie. We're talking about college here. You know, like Superbad. I've never seen Superbad, but we get back to our cars. Craig pulls me into a hug, or at least as much as we can manage with a baby between us.
Nice.
Never enough time, huh? Guess not. Such a shame, too, I suppose. Let me make it up to you. Let's hang out soon, yeah? Yeah, I'd like that. I yawn as I walk through the door, spotting Amanda hunched over her collage, glue stick in her hand. Burning the midnight art oil? Burning the midnight art oil again, eh? Figured I might do something productive between episodes of Shark Hunter lip sync battles? What the hell? What are these shows? Do the sharks lip sync or do the Shark Hunters lip sync? Yes. Okay, just had to confirm. I look over her shoulder at the collage. Amanda, this is some good art. Look at this good art that you're making here, man. This is awesome. Thanks. I'm just about done. Like before, it's still a lot of dogs. In one corner, there's a giant pile of cash. In the other, it's... Amanda, is that me? Yup. The whole thing is about my goals for the future. And those are basically to just sit on a giant pile of money with my 20 dogs and also have a strong and mutually supportive relationship with my father into adulthood. Damn, those are some good goals. What were my future goals? I'll tell you what my future goals weren't. Playing this game just for the amusement of like 3 people. Oh, now you've done it. Get ready to watch your dad cry. Here it comes. It's happening. Oh, Dad. You did this with your good art. She pats me on the back. Hey, how was your hang with Craig? I wipe a tear from my eye. It was good. That Craig old buddy old mine, he sure is busy, isn't he? Yeah, dude, the softball life isn't for quitters. Also, I'm very proud of you for facing your fears today. How does it feel? I'm on top of the world, Pops. I should start facing my fears more often. Making a confident, like, pose while also just being like, Oh yeah, how about tomorrow we hit some empty parking lots and practice? Dare I say, parallel parking? Baby steps, Dad. I'll work my way up to it. No. What we need to do... We take the backyard and we make like a monster truck arena. That way you can drive a monster truck and learn how to parallel park at the same time. Brilliant plan. I saw it in a TV show once. Alright, I'm gonna hit the hay. Take care of the late night television for me, alright? I'll let them know you said hey. Cool, thank you. Thank you.
Man, that was amazing.
That was amazing.
I've missed you, dude.
Wait, why is there a thing for gun safety? And mandals? What the hell? Mandals is like a body thing, right? But whatever. I'm glad I had a good date with Craig. I guess I didn't go on a first date with him. I think the fitness thing was something else. Oh, we don't get a We don't get a thing this time? Nice, see how it is. Well, that's good, because that eats up my time anyway. Okay, well, let's go on an actual second date, I suppose. Does that mean you can have another date with him? Next time. Next time. I promise you, next time. I don't want to hit him up twice. The game will then think that I'm, like, in love with him. Okay. Hold up. Eeny, meeny, miny. Why am I doing this with my hand? I should be doing it with the mouse, so you can see it. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And I'm just gonna close my eyes and spin the mouse around all randomly. And wherever it lands, that's who we're doing. It didn't land anywhere. Where did the mouse go? The mouse went onto the other screen. Okay. A little more concentrated here. Yeah, like that. Round and round the mouse goes. Where it lands, nobody knows. Robert. Okay. Robert's a weird dude. So I'm so glad we're going on a second date with him. Sarcasm! Back at you with your humor box. Whatever, that shit was wild. Always bring a war chest. Oh yeah, I'm gonna bring a war chest. We're gonna go to war with Robert. Urgh. I had a lot of fun with Robert the last time we hung out, but I'm beginning to wonder if he's dodging me. I tried messaging him a few times, and Dadbook says he hasn't even read them. You know, I haven't seen him come out of the house, actually. It's been like a few days since the Okobuko thing or whatever. Okobuso. And like the lemonberry stuff. I should check on him. I decided to send him one last message, figuring that this will produce the same result. Hey man, don't know where you've been, but we should grab a drink soon. I walk away from my computer because at this point, I know he's not gonna message me back anytime soon. Might as well boot up like some... What's a game that's been requested? That I still haven't gotten to. I think Sackboy was requested a while back, and I tried to do a video on that, but Max thought it was too boring and deleted it. I linger in the kitchen. I'm all caught up on work, the house is relatively clean. I should do something nice for Amanda. Ah! I'll bake her a pie! I root through the pantry and pull out all the ingredients. This is an old family recipe that I used to make with my grandma when I was a kid. I lost the actual recipe card a long time ago, but I think I'll be able to remember how to bake it. I start mixing the ingredients together for the crust until I get a nice dough. Throw some cherries into a saucepan to make the filling. Normally I don't like to multitask in the kitchen, but this cherry pie, it's a piece of cake. Pie? It's a piece of pie. What a splendid pie! Pizza, pizza, pie! Every minute, every second, pie, 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 pie! I'm making a pie! Pizza, pizza, pie! Every minute, every second, pie, 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 pie! Oh man, I can never remember what temperature is supposed to set the oven. I think it's 375? That sounds about right. I could be wrong. Who am I kidding? I'm never wrong when it comes to this pie. I know what I'm doing! I can make pie! My special twist on my grandma's recipe includes a secret ingredient that not even Amanda knows what it's about. It really makes the cherries extra flavorful. God, why can't I remember what the secret ingredient is? More cherries, salt, almond extract. Just taking it back to the secret ingredient to this banana bread is bananas. But no, almond extract would be good. It's definitely almond extract. Duh. Oh crap, I accidentally poured too much in. Way too much in. I'm sure it's fine. Baking is an art, and some of the most beautiful art is made from mistakes. Like that one time I used too much vanilla extract when I was making pancakes one morning. Let's just say, too much vanilla is not a good thing. I finally get the pie in the oven. How long am I supposed to leave this in here? 50 minutes? Nah, fuck it, I'll just wing it. Amanda's gonna be so excited. That kid sure does love a good pie. I have a seat at the kitchen table to do word jumbles until Amanda comes home. I can hear the door slam open. Yo, Pops! What smells like pie in here? Pie? It's pie. Amanda darts over to the oven and looks inside.
Yeah.
Yes! Yes, Queen! Yes! Bake that pie! Hey, it's not done. Be patient. What's your angle here, huh? What? Pies are an objective-based confection. What are you trying to get out of me here, huh? Fine, you call me. Nothing. I've been leading a double life. Yeah, you don't know this, Amanda. I've been leading a double life as a Let's Player. For the better part of 4 years. It's pretty pathetic. Amanda, I have terrible news for you. I'm actually a pro skateboarder, an aspiring astronaut, and a bank robber. The lifestyle is calling back and I must go. One last job. You know how it is. This pie was the only way I knew how to tell you. Well, I appreciate the years we spent together, but a trade-up is a trade-up. Remember me when you... Wait. Remember me when you're kicking your feet up in Ibiza. Ibiza? Ibiza? I don't know. Thanks for all the pie. We share a cordial handshake. I wait a few more minutes before taking the pie out of the oven. I set it on a rack to cool and guard it so Amanda doesn't dig in before it's ready. Yeah, because if you eat a cherry pie when it comes out of the oven, the cherries turn into lava. I found that out the hard way. Huh. What? Does it look kind of weird to you? Oh, that's just, me taking artistic license on what cherry pie means to me emotionally. I'm just saying this because, you know, it seems like you might have baked the pie incorrectly, and you're currently, right now, trying to pass it off as a good thing. It's art, sweetie! I didn't mess up! Pie is very easy to make, that's why they say easy as pie, you know? Was it art when you accidentally baked a whole uncracked egg into the center of my 12th birthday cake? Well, I needed to protect the egg somehow! Was it art when you tried to make brownies and accidentally created chlorine gas? How do you create chlorine gas from brownies? Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Was it art when you... Alright, just eat the damn pie! I cut us a few slices when we sit down to eat. The cherry filling oozes out of the sides and the buttery crust glistens. I watch as Amanda takes a bite. Ugh! What? Is it not good?
Oh.
Amanda winces and fans her mouth. No, I just burned the heck out of the roof of my mouth. This pie is amazing. Sorry for doubting you. I breathe a sigh of relief and take a bite. She's right. This pie is pretty incredible. I'm glad we're doing this instead of, like, you know, going on a second date with Robert. By the way, I'm really proud of you for making a pie without burning the new house down. I got a few dad tricks up my dad's sleeve. Except for recreating Max's mom's pumpkin pie. That I still haven't done. I don't know what it is, but her pumpkin pie is incredible. I don't know what she puts in it, like cocaine? I don't know, but it always turns out so freaking good every November. Damn. You know what? You know what? This year, I'm not gonna wait until Thanksgiving. You know what? This year, I want her to make me a pumpkin pie on my birthday. Put a note, Max. Tell your mom. She has to make me a pumpkin pie on my birthday.
Okay, whatever you say.
Make a note of that. Maybe fathers aren't as bumbling and stupid as the media makes us out to be. Maybe we as a society should have a little more respect for fathers as a whole. Fathers on TV like Homer Simpson and Peter Griffin, and even, I don't know, Richard Watterson from Gumball. They've given us a bad rep. But I won't have it any longer. We need to remind people that fathers can also be like John Stamos.
Hey.
Dad, your sleeve is on fire! I run to the sink and put myself out. Pride will be my undoing. That's why I should leave it for Max Pride. Amanda and I clean up the kitchen and play a little more living room hoops before she retreats to her room to do homework. I go back to my word jumbles. Hey, this one spells cat. The rest of the evening trickles by. We eat dinner, I help Amanda with one of her scholarship applications, and we both start getting ready for bed. I decide to check Dad book one last time before I climb into bed. Still nothing from Robert. Huh. I hope he's okay. I turn out the lights and lie down. Hey. Bailey. Hey. Hey, Bailey. Hey, I'm outside. Come outside. I'm about to go to sleep. What the hell, dude? What is that? We're just on the verge of falling asleep. I climb out of bed and try to identify the source of the dinging. My computer screen illuminates in the dark. I walk over to it, ready to turn it off when I notice what's happening on screen. Don't make me honk. I will honk. Get your ass out here. I look out my window and sure enough, there's Robert leaning up against his pickup truck in my driveway. He just randomly shows up without a warning, like... I hate when people do that to me. I hate that too, honestly. But that's become my life ever since I became friends with Max. He'll just, like, show up at my place and be like, Yo, Bailey! Honk honk, it's time to record a video! But he doesn't have a car, so he just, like, pulls a goose out of nowhere and, like, holds it up and the goose goes, honk honk! I open my door and try to figure out what's going on. Hey! Hey is for horses.
Hey.
Wanna hang? I was kind of sleeping here, if you don't mind. That's no fun. People who sleep? Who sleeps anymore, honestly? Come hang out. I would argue that sleeping is very fun, but I don't have anywhere to be in the morning. I might as well live a little. Sure, let me just, get some pants on or something. Cool. You plan on going out like that? I look down and realize that I am, in fact, not wearing pants. Which is why I said I wasn't wearing pants! God damn it! I mean, I don't mind. You want to go around without any pants on, you be my guest. I mean... you know how I am. Right, 1 second. Don't think of anything! I'll be right back! I run inside and throw on my going out pants, shoes, and a jacket. I grab my keys and meet Robert back outside. You know, I'm just wearing a jacket on top of my hoodie, you know? Because that's how we do. Ready? Ready, Freddy? Hop in. I jump into the passenger seat of his old red pickup truck. I have to move a few empty cigarette packets and gas station receipts out of the way before I can sit. Oh my god, that reminds me of one time. I asked one of my coworkers to take me home, and her car reeked of cigarette smoke. And I never asked for a ride again, because... it just makes me nauseous thinking about that smell. Robert silently starts the car, and we drive out of the cul-de-sac. You like Tom Waits? Tom who? Wait, who's Tom... Before I can answer, Robert turns up the radio. Yeah, that's Tom Waits, all right. He lights a cigarette and cracks the windows. We drive together in silence. So, where are we going? Robert doesn't respond. Robert? Oh, I heard you. He still doesn't answer my question. I look out the window and notice that Robert's taking us to the highway. I twiddle my thumbs. Well, whatever I've got myself into, it looks like I'm in it for the night. I settle into my seat and watch streetlights pass by. I glance over to Robert, who's driving intently. He looks tired, as he always does. But there's something a bit more there that I just can't place. Are you okay? I like your car, say nothing. I like these stickers. That's cool, at least. But are you okay? Just peachy. Stop looking so nervous. I'm not nervous. I say as I'm entirely nervous. I'm a little nervous. Just hang on, we're almost there. Almost where? I have no idea where the hell we are. I think we're moving on a slight incline, but I'm not even sure. We eventually come to a stop. Robert gets out of the car, and I sit for a second, unsure if he wants me to get out too or not. What are you waiting for? Get the hell out of my car! I hastily exit the car. Robert sits on the bed of his truck and pats the space next to him. I sit down and take in the view. We're on a hill overlooking the city skyline against the bay. The cool night air rustles some trees near us as lights blink in the distance. Off to the side, I can see an entrance to a dense forest. Man, it's all so gorgeous. This is where I come to What? What do you mean? On top of a hill? And you decided to take me here because... why? I don't know whether to laugh or be upset. I mean, thank you for sharing. I guess, you know, being open about, like, these sort of things, you know, leads to a good relationship, but, like... that was completely off of left field. That completely caught me off guard. What? Yeah, say psych right now. I'm kidding. What's wrong with you?
Hey.
This is my little spot where I come to think. It's nice. You can see the whole city from up here. Really gives you some perspective. Robert reaches behind him and pulls something out from under his jacket. It glints in the moonlight, and I suddenly realize what it is. Oh shit! That's a knife! Oh. You're not gonna stab me, are you? Please don't stab me! Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small piece of wood. Please don't stab me with that either! I'm not the vampire one, that's Damien! Go bother him! Robert takes the knife to the piece of wood and starts carving at it. Oh. I breathe a very audible sigh of relief as Robert looks at me sideways. Did you think I was gonna stab you just now? What? No! Don't be ridiculous. No, I wouldn't think that at all. In fact, I have a friend with claws for hands. So, makes me a little nervous, Charlie, I'll be honest. Hate to break it to you, but I did in fact bring you out here to harvest your organ. Like that one Invader Zim episode where oh god, no, why am I bringing that up? I hate that episode so much. What is that? It's like called Dark Harvest or something. There's like an episode. Dib is all like, you're gonna go to the nurse and they're gonna notice that you're not human. So Zim like goes around with like this device and like steals the organs of the other children. It's so disgusting. It is the worst thing I've ever seen. And it was on Nickelodeon, by the way. I just want to clarify that. It was on Nickelodeon. Not Cartoon Network. Nickelodeon. Like, what the fuck? Ugh. You know what, I'm just... Sorry, hold on. Oh my god. You know what? I'll just play along. Yeah, well, you think you caught me in your trap, but I knew all along. For years, I've been pulling the most vile junk food in my body. I've been putting the most vile junk food in my body in preparation for this very day. Come at me, friend, and reap what you will. I've eaten so many potato chips that my blood is full of salt! And it's going to eat your body away like the ocean. Oh. 2 steps ahead of you at all times. That's how I operate, bitch. I always gotta stay ahead of the curve when it comes to demons, especially. And yet somehow he takes advantage of me, so I'm hoping this time This time, you're not a demon. You're just a guy who likes to pull my legs like I'm some kind of chicken or something. Ha! Nothing gets past you, huh? Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a folding knife that he opens and then hands to me. I'm gonna warn you, the last guy I had a knife fight with lost 3 fingers. Because he didn't know the 8 basic rules of knife fighting. You're familiar, right? I honestly can't tell whether you're kidding or not. I'm on so many levels of irony deep that I've forgotten what humor is. That's a great quote right there. I think, you know, I don't even know who I could apply that to, honestly. He and I laugh. Have you ever whittled before? Considering I'm not a grandpa, no. What do you mean by that? Well, I just thought that you would have, like, a block of wood shipped to you along with your, like, first social security check, and then it's all downhill from there. Bailey, I'll have you know whittling is a time-honored tradition enjoyed by both young and old alike. That you're dismissing it before you even tried it speaks volume about your character. It really does speak volume. However, because I've gotten to know you for some time and have come to think of us as friends, I'm willing to attribute that to ignorance instead of malice. What I'm trying to say is, go get that stick, for I do stab you. Robert motions to a good-looking stick on the ground, perfect for potential whittling. I pick it up. The most important thing to remember while whittling is to cut with the grain, not against it. If you cut against the grain, the wood is gonna splinter. Oh, just like in Surf's Up! Okay, got it. You know that part of the movie when Big Z is teaching Cody how to, like, make a board? Make, like, a surfboard? Go along with the grain, not against it. And, like, Cody doesn't do that at first and busts up his board and busts his face. But then they do it again, and this time Cody learns and he makes a perfect board. Isn't the most important thing safety? I asked to a guy who claims he's in dangerous situations all the time. No. Just watch John Wick, you'll pretty much know everything about how to defend yourself. That is true. I've never seen John Wick. Max's dad really loves those movies, so maybe next time, you know, his dad's watching it and pulls Max into it, I might check it out too. 'Cause doesn't, like, John Wick, like, stab people with pencils or whatever and, like, other crazy crap? Getting hurt comes with the territory. Look at my damn hands. I look at his damn hands. They're calloused and covered in little white scars. They are very nice hands, though. You should consider being a hand model, you know? You can't make a stick omelet without breaking a few What? What does that mean? I mean, at least it's not as brutal as in The Last Wish when Jack Horner was like, can't bake a pie without killing a dozen men or whatever. But, like, you can't make a stick omelet without breaking a few hand eggs. It does not make sense. At all. James Bond and Batman rolled into one. Okay, so that's John Wick. I know that. I know who John Wick as a character is. I've just never seen the movies. Oh, that was the end of that conversation. Okay.
Knife that wood.
Oh. Okay. What am I doing? Pull out a knife? Yeah, and then just... whittle something. I whittled a stick! That's a good start. Wait, what did he say? Must have said something like, that's a good start, but what is it? It's a knitting needle. But only one? You made a useless knitting needle. Well, here, I can make another one. There we go. Tell me about this one. It's a popsicle stick. All you need is to carve up some wooden juice, wooden fruit, and a wooden freezer. Yeah, exactly. I made a popsicle stick. Okay, what else we got? The musical cues, I swear. Alright. There. What's the story here? Toothpick, bubble popper, something to make me look tougher. Yeah, I'm gonna look so tough. I gotta be sure I look tough in front of you, because you're all like, yeah, I'm the tough bad boy of the neighborhood. It's working. I think you could take me in a fight. Probably. No. No, I would severely lose the fight. I have no fighting skills at all. I made a tough guy accessory. Alright. Let's see what I can make now. What's this? Chicken nugget? I don't know. A Ouija board plane shit. It doesn't even have the hole in the thing for it to be a plane shit. It's a chicken nugget, I guess. Please don't eat that. Oh, I won't! I don't eat chicken nuggets! You made Robert uncomfortable! Good! Good! I'm glad! That was funny. Please, Jordan, please, like, go back and screenshot that and send that to me. That was great. Or, like, send it to the server. I don't know. That was pretty funny. What's this? Nice form. What's it supposed to be? A self-portrait, Louisiana, it's you. I mean, it kind of looks like Louisiana. Good old Louisiana. Beautiful place. Got stabbed there once, you know. Or maybe it was Kentucky? I don't know. I made a Louisiana. A Louisiana. Not the Louisiana. See what else we got. What's this? Interesting. What do we have here? Chopstick righty, chopstick lefty, chopstick ambidextrous. How does an ambidextrous... Wait a minute. Chopsticks... I know there's two of them, but, like, chopsticks are not handed, like scissors or guitars, for example. Oh my god. I do have a vendetta against left-handed scissors, though, being a lefty myself. Yeah, it's chopstick ambidextrous. It's a stick. No, it's a chopstick ambidextrous. Jeez. You act like you know everything. Well, guess what this is? I don't know what this is gonna be, but it's gonna be awesome. It's, if you keep whittling this up, if you keep this up, you'll be a whittling pro in no time. That's a swan, duck, a new friend. I mean, it kind of looks like a duck from the side. Yeah, because if you imagine this is the bill, and then you got the neck here, and this is the body. Yeah, okay, I see that. Yeah, this is my new friend. His name is Daryl the Duck. He's beautiful. I'm happy for you. I made a new friend! Hooray! I'm friends with a wooden duck. Alright. See what else we can make here. Oh, it's a horse. Beautiful handwork. What do you call it? The big old dog, the spirit of the Mustang, Sir Horsington the Brave. Yeah, we're bringing back Sir Horsington the Brave. Let's go. A brave and noble name for a brave and noble creature. My daughter came up with this. I'm gonna give this to her. Alright. Oh, that's it. Okay. No, but I was having fun! Robert and I sit in silence for a while, carving our pieces of wood. I think I'm getting the hang of this. It's actually kind of relaxing, you know? I glance over to see what Robert's working on. He's carving a smaller wooden knife. That's cool. Ow! Damn it! Well, I'm distracted. The knife slices into my thumb. Oh, God. That's my worst fear ever, is to cut myself with a knife. I've been lucky and it hasn't happened to me. But Max, unfortunately, isn't. He's got the scars to prove it. He's been cut by a deli slicer a few times. If you don't know, a deli slicer, it's like a very fast-spinning blade. So, yeah, not fun for him. But back to me and my sliced into thumb. Blood gushes all over my little wood carving. That's my only option is, Robert is lost in carving and doesn't notice me bleeding everywhere. A little louder. Robert still doesn't notice. Robert! Robert, I'm dying here! Please help me! Before I do like a Mel Blanc scream, like, "Oh, I'm dying! I'm bleeding to death!" Robert finally looks over. He reaches into his jacket again. Jesus, how much stuff does this guy keep in there? And he pulls out a red bandana. He wraps it around my thumb. Why isn't Jesus capitalized? Disrespectful. Hold tight. He hops off of the truck and I can hear him rummaging around his car. He comes back a moment later with a well-stocked first aid kit. Robert carefully wipes all the blood off my hand and swipes a bit of antiseptic onto the cut. With surprising gentleness, he places a bit of gauze on the wound and wraps it all up. You okay? Yeah, I think I'm good. He hands me what's left of the tube of antiseptic. Make sure you keep that cut clean. It's oddly touching and a little... I'm just starting to reflect my life choices here. I guess I'm a real whittler now that I got some blood here.
Oh.
There you are. Be careful, though. They're attracted to the smell of blood. Wait, what is? What's attracted to the smell of blood? Cryptids. Tons of them out here, you know? Cryptids? Like Mothman and stuff? Mothman is bullshit, but yeah, this town's a hotbed for cryptozoological occurrences. Heh. You're joking. You're joking. Oh, and how I wish I were. I'm a skeptic myself. At least I thought I was. There are things in these woods that we can't possibly comprehend. I think about my entire time in this city. Aside from the occasional stray coyote, I don't think it's been too bad. You ever heard of the Dover ghost? Is that where Maple Bay is? It's near Dover? Huh. Well, I guess that would make sense. I've been to Dover before. It's actually really nice. I don't think so. Well, let me tell you a story. I was out in these woods here on a weekend camping trip with Betsy. You don't know Betsy, but Betsy. She's a big pup. Pit bull. Real intimidating. I feel safe around her. First night goes without incident. I get some solitude. Betsy gets to pee wherever she wants. All that good stuff. Second day. I get the idea into my head that I can hike deeper into the woods. Probably against my better judgment, but hey. We're just having a little fun camping trip, right? So me and Betsy start marching in the morning. Really? It gets a little late, and we set up camp. But it's different this night. Real quiet. Can't hear the birds, the crickets, squirrels, nothing. Dead silent. Then it happens. I hear the most unholy growl I've ever heard in my life, right outside my tent. Me and Betsy, we go to investigate. We look around the clearing. Nobody's there. But then there's this feeling. Not sure if I can quite describe it. I know something is watching us. Betsy, though, she's scared. Never seen her like that. And when she's scared, I know that I should be too. And then I see it. In the distance. I'm sorry, I'm distracted by the fact I can hear one of the cats walking around upstairs. She has like a collar on that like jingles. So I can hear that and I'm getting distracted. A man. But if something that didn't know what a man was supposed to be like made it, it just looked wrong. Big. Arms too long for its body. Black eyes. It just stood there and stared at me. Then it disappears. I heard one yelp from Bessie and I turned around to check on her. But she's gone. In the thin air. I didn't sleep at all that night in my tent. And I don't think I've slept right since. But didn't I see the dog when I went over to your place the other day? You're bluffing. You gotta be bluffing. I'm calling you out. Alright, you know what? I've known it for a while now, man, but you're full of shit. You think I'm lying? Robert pulls out his wallet and shows me a picture of the beautiful pit bull. Tell that to Betsy. They say that if you listen closely on quiet nights just like tonight, you can hear the howl of the Dover ghost. Next time I go over to Max's grandmother's, she lives up in Delaware. I should ask her about the Dover ghost. A howl resonates through the woods. It doesn't sound like a regular howl either. It's so guttural. Even from far away, something about it just makes my skin crawl. And God damn it, Max, are you out there?
You don't need to shout. I'm sitting right here.
Sorry. Okay, Robert, real funny. I turn to look at Robert. He's white as a sheet. You're messing with me. I know you're messing with me. You're messing with me, right? I was messing with you up until literally just now. I totally made that camping story up. I strain my eyes to scan the forest line, trying to see where the howl originated from. Off in the distance, I see something. It's so far away I can barely make out the shape. It looks human, but it's dragging something. Do you see that? We should go. Robert and I slowly back away and get into the truck. He turns off his headlights as we make a slow crawl away back onto the road. I'm too scared to look back, man. What? What was that? The Dover ghost, I guess. I chuckle nervously. This time he doesn't seem like he's messing with me. Or maybe someone illegally dumping garbage on a wildlife preserve? Yeah, that's the story we're gonna tell ourselves. We sit in silence for a little while longer, the fear of whatever that was slowly subsiding as we get closer to the city. Thanks for coming out. That was fun. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. I just been in a way lately. I had to get out of the house. I had to be around somebody. You doing alright, man? Robert thinks for a second and lights another cigarette. Been doing a lot of thinking. He takes a long drag. As I get older, I feel more and more that I'm just drowning in the sea of regret. I was so busy chasing after these things that I thought it would make me happy. I didn't think about anybody else. All I cared about was myself. I didn't even think. Robert stops. I wait for him to finish his thought, but he just stares at the road. Maybe I'm just built like this. Or maybe I do it to myself. Maybe it's my own choice and I'm as unhappy as I am. I try to think of something to say. I remember all the times in my life where I've been sad. And there's a great many of them. But there was always a light at the end of the tunnel. Something I held on to that kept me going. But there's something so resigned about the way Robert's talking. That sucks, I'm glad you told me. Maybe we deserve to be eaten by the Dover ghost. Well, I'm glad you told me. Must have taken a lot for you to want to tell me something like this. You're a mysterious guy, Robert. You don't have to be. Do you ever wish you were a better father? That's a loaded question. What do you mean by that, man? Think about it for a second. All the time. You read all the parenting books you want, but nothing will ever prepare you for raising a child. There's so much stuff I regret or wish that I could have done better. But I don't have the answers. I don't know if anyone does. Actually, funny thing. I'm gonna grab this. Max is probably gonna hate me for this. But... oh, no! Oh, it's not on the shelf. Damn it! There used to be on the DVD shelf, like a parenting book for how to parent a daughter, but it's not there. Dang, I was gonna make a good joke with that, but I don't think that's over there. It's funny. I look at you and your relationship with your daughter, and it seems perfect. I mean, it isn't, but okay. At least you're there for her. I stare out the window at the blur of passing trees. I just hope I'm a better father to my kid than my dad was to me. You know, 'cause he wasn't there for me. 'Cause he died. What did your dad do? I just said! It's more about what he didn't do. He was quiet. Stoic. I don't think he ever once told me that he loved me. He cared more about his work than he ever did about me or my mom. I guess. I guess.
I don't know.
Do you hate him? No! I used to, but after I became a parent, I just kind of felt bad for him. He missed out on my whole childhood. When I think about all the happiest moments in my life, they're all with Amanda. And Alex. And he just wasn't there. Who's Alex? It hurts like hell when I had to leave him to die in the Belarusian prison. Okay, now I'm making shit up. Belarusian? Really? What? I turn and smile at him. See, I'm doing the thing that you're doing, where I come up with a story and gaslight you into thinking it's true. That's what you do to me all the time. That's what you've been doing every time I've interacted with you. No, he's retired in Florida with my mom. We go there every Christmas. Florida? You know, Max's grandparents moved down to Florida. And Max was like, yeah, I haven't seen them in, like, a long while. They randomly came up one time, because Max's grandfather, like, wrote a book or something. But he was like, I barely see them or talk to them or anything. But, you know, that's fine with me. I mean, I ain't into the religious stuff like they are. We both break out into laughter. He pats me on the shoulder. We drive the rest of the way in silence, listening to the radio and watching the bright lights of the city grow bigger. Robert drops me off at my place, and I'm about to close the passenger door. I realize that Robert's pocket knife is still in my jacket. I pull it out and offer it back to him. You hold on to that. Never know when you might need it. Night, Robert. Have a safe drive home. Robert smirks, then pulls away. He then immediately pulls into his driveway, which is one over from mine. He gets out and waves. Well, he did have a safe drive. I tiptoe into the house, careful not to wake Amanda up. Whoa, where'd you come from? I look around and spot Amanda coming out of the kitchen with a glass of water. I thought you were just sleeping. Oh, Robert woke me up and we went cryptid hunting. It's true. You know the Mothman is bullshit, right? I know. But Amanda, language, you know what, it's fine, whatever. I think about the conversation I had with Robert in the car as Amanda starts walking towards her room. Hey, Amanda. She stops. I love you. It's weird when you say it outright and sincerely like that, but I love you too. Night. I chuckle to myself, then finally decide to go to bed. Holy shit, it's like the Lost Boys. Not really, there's no vampires. I didn't hear what he said, it was too quiet. Whatever. Does that mean Robert has a kid? Probably. I mean, this game is called Dream Daddy, and honestly, it seems kind of weird. Everybody else has kids, you know? But Robert, it's just Robert. So, I mean, if he is a dad, then he must be, like, gatekeeping that, because something must have happened between him and his kid. I don't know. At least she didn't get into a fight with any kids. Hey, that's always a good day, I guess. Not getting into a fight with children.
You've got dads.
I've got dads. Wow. I've got a half hour left. I can probably, like, go on a date with somebody else. let's see. Let me think. Numbers. I can only count to 4. I can only... My mouse, like, drifted away. You know what, Jordan? Just throw something out there. And I'll just be like, why not? Right? Because that's all this is. Just a big old why not. I guess I did all the side things. Or maybe it's not gonna give me another side thing for a while. I don't know. Because I thought I would at least get 1. But I guess not. Damien? Alright, sure. I got no problem with Damien. Even though last time I was all like, I'm not sure about Damien and Robert. Whatever, they seem cool. So why not? Let's see some goth stuff. Oh man, I hope Star is not getting into... Well, I don't think either of us left food out. You didn't leave any food out, right, Max?
No?
Okay, good. Okay, Max's sibling, their cat, Star. She's a little piggy and will just eat anything that's left out, so... Gotta hide the food from her. Otherwise she'll go crazy and eat it. Anyway. I had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. I wonder what he's up to. I opened Dad Book and started writing him a message when Amanda walks in the door. Dad, you got a letter! Oh, is it from Grandma? No, it's from Damien. Whoa, can I see it? Amanda hands me a piece of old parchment folded into an envelope and sealed with purple wax. Damn, this dude goes all out. I pry off the seal and unfold the letter. It's the most beautiful calligraphy I've ever seen. The letter reads, Dearest Bailey, I hope you find my continual correspondence endearing rather than trying. One can only hope that my use of the slower, more traditional form of communication will show my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed our time together. I wrote this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful that I may misstep and speak towards something unwelcome. For now, I hope that you might forgive my boldness. I will simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. While the afternoon may have been derailed by forces unforeseen, your companionship helped a great deal, not only in the discipline of my child, but in the morale of my spirit. And for that I thank you. That said, Bailey, if you'd allow me, it would mean the world to me if I can enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema, followed by a moonlight stroll, would be to your taste. I eagerly await your response. With great respect, D. Bloodmarch. I appreciate you reading this because I can't read cursive for my life. This isn't cursive, Jordan. This is just really good calligraphy. Amanda and I both look up from the letter. My Granny Gottfried actually does write in cursive. And I can't read that for crap. That was not cursive at all. That was just like really fancy writing. Wow. He's good. So you're gonna catch a movie with him? Yeah, I better message him on Dad Book and let him know. Amanda slaps the laptop shut. You have to write him back! A real letter! But my handwriting looks like 2 toddlers fighting over a crayon! It does! It actually does! It is so bad. You know the, It's Over 9000 animatic Max made a couple years ago? The sign that I'm holding up at the end of that video, I actually had to write that because Max wanted me to handwrite that, and oh my god, my handwriting is awful. Dad, you have to! He wrote you a letter! That's so cool! You are a toy! Will you help me? I need to, class this up. Father, I was made for this. Here's what you do. Find tickets to a show that you two will like, then enclose them in the letter. Oh, that is classy. Amanda and I hop onto my laptop and peruse showtimes. Wonder if the new Marvel movie's out. He also seemed like a romantic comedy kind of guy. Oh, here's one! Vampire Crusade 2. Evil Never Dies. I don't know, that sounds kind of stupid and a little too on the nose. Actually, it's a critically acclaimed exploration into the ennui of existence. It really turns the vampire trope on its head. Really? Nah, there's just a lot of blood and vampire titties. Perfect! Welp, let's roll the dice, I guess. I purchase the tickets and print them out, then sit down at the table with Amanda to try drafting a nice letter. I start writing. Damien, I hope you do find this letter in good health. Hey, good morrow to you on this fine eve. Good morrow to you on this fine eve. No. I do hope you yeah, the first option. Good one. What's next? Hey, remember when your son tried to cast a Amontillado that kid? You've been good. I must confess my amateur control of this written word. Yeah. You been good? Dad, he's a Victorian goth with a flair for the dramatic. Could you, I don't know, just help me here? Just let me help you here? Okay, we're trucking along. Let him know how you're feeling. You find me in good spirits, for I have felt very much the same after our last encounter. I did pretty much enjoy the adventure we found ourselves on the last we met. That Ernest shit was pretty messed up. Fucking Ernest, man. Yeah. You find me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter. That sounds fancy. Pinky in the air. Nice. Ask him to hang out already, come on! True art takes time, Amanda. Jeez. While a strange turn of events, I found myself enamored of the situation at hand. Like Bruegel's landscape with the fall of Icarus, I find myself lost in your details. Let me, get at that. We gotta, like, alternate it. Have it be, like, formal and informal, you know? You really didn't have to write the but it's at least, direct. I have to! I say, all the time! Literally, I think I'm the only person in the Discord server who actually still uses uhs and ums in my messages, because, that's just how I am. Bring it home, Pops! Let me take you out. I got 2 tickets to the movie. I would very much enjoy your company, accompanying me to the cinema. It would be a great pleasure to escort you to the cinema. Yeah, okay. You saved it there at the end. I'm sure he'll appreciate your thoroughness. Enclosed, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you and I will find both titillating and enjoyable. Get it? Titillating? 'Cause there's vampire titties. Best wishes, hard daps, namaste, we'll carry on. We'll carry on! No. Best wishes? And then I sign my name. My full name. Bailey Michael McChicken. Fancier that way. Bailey McChicken. Is this okay? Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting. Damien, I hope that this letter finds you in good health. You been good? Your letter found me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter. Let me, get at that. I would very much enjoy your company, accompanying me to the cinema. Enclosed, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you will find both titillating and enjoyable. Best wishes, Bailey McChicken. I'm pretty good at writing letters. You know what? Hold up. This font looks familiar. I've seen this font before. It kind of looks like... I don't think it is, but it kind of looks like the Calvin and Hobbes font. I could be wrong. You spelled his name wrong. What? Nah, just trying to keep you on your toes. Now all you have to do is seal it and put it in his mailbox. Can I seal it with tape?
Yeah.
That's not authentic enough! I have an idea. I'll be right back. Amanda leaves the room and returns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood. You gotta have a wax seal. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down and form a pool of melted wax. What's that other thing for? Amanda pours some of the wax onto the folded letter and expertly presses the small pieces of wood into it. She lets it dry for a second and pulls the wood away, revealing... Here it is! Your sigil! I have a sigil? A little kitten with a bow on its head. Awesome. That's my sigil now. Scrapbooking stuff always comes in a clutch. Well, I guess all there is to do is to deliver this to his doorstep now, huh? Oh, I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it. I already called my guy. No, you gotta get a carrier owl. Harry Potter it. You know? I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has the good pigeons. Don't get your pigeons from Anthony. They're no good. I don't want to know if any of this is true or not. At this point, I've been gaslighted so many times that I just don't know. I head outside and walk into Damien's house. Or walk over to Damien's house, I should say. I slip the letter into the slot of his door and go back home. Mission accomplished? Now we play the waiting game. The night finally rolls around where I'm supposed to meet with Damien. The next day, he had left another beautifully crafted letter thanking me for mine and agreeing to the evening. Amanda helps me pick out a nice outfit, and I show up to the theater a little bit early. It's chilly night, and the theater's kind of crowded, but it's still nice. How do you do? I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around to see Damien right behind me. What was that thunder sound? You ever just enter a room with like a thunder crack? Like, I am the regurgitator! Ta-da! Well, I'm Dr. Heinz Doofenshmirtz. Ba-da! You almost gave me a heart attack! How long were you there for? I don't know. I just walked up. My apologies for frightening you. I laughed because of that sound that he made. It was like, ah! Was that thunder? Is it gonna rain soon? I didn't hear anything. You must be imagining things. What? What? Regardless, the hour grows close. Shall we take our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets. Please, allow me to repay the deed in Sour Patch Kids, or perhaps Milk Duds. You know what'd be good? Mozzarella sticks. Freaking love mozzarella sticks, dude. Let's do it! We get in line to buy snacks. As we're waiting, I hear a familiar voice behind us. Ugh, my dad is here. I turn around to find Lucian standing a few feet behind us with a gaggle of other goth kids. Oh, you got a problem now, you little shit? No. Lucian, how nice to see you. I didn't know you were coming to the theater. I'm glad to see you are spending some quality time with your friends. Whatever, Dad. What? Buzz. I'm getting text messages. Oh, no. Oh. Max's cousin Ed decided to text me. He was like, do you know the original plans for Star Wars Episode 2? Jar Jar was going to be Palpatine's assistant? Or apprentice? What? That's such a random thing to text me at 9:30 at night, but thank you. Thanks for that, I suppose. And what movie will you be attending tonight? Star Wars Episode 2, with Jar Jar Binks is Palpatine's apprentice, obviously. My friends are making me see some kids movie about talking animals. I really don't care for it. Is it Zootopia? Well, I do hope you enjoy your evening. We'll be watching Vampire Crusade 2. Evil Never Dies. You must be insanely jealous right now, Lucian. Ah.
Oh my.
You watching that? Yeah, I thought Damien would enjoy it.
Huh.
Ha! Good luck with that, Dad. Lucian rejoins his friends and I look over at Damien. Hey, at least it's not that, like, vampire parasite movie from the Origami Yoda books. Good luck with what? It's nothing. My son likes to tease. We wait in line for a little longer and Damien buys us some snacks. He seems a little nervous. I wonder what's wrong. Damien and I take our seats and settle in for the previews. Glancing at him, I can see he's sweating profusely and gripping his armrest. Is everything okay? Vampires, huh? The movie hasn't even started yet. Yeah, so vampires, huh?
Oh my.
Yes, the winged creatures of the mist. I fear them not, for I know the night as well as the... I'm so, excited for this film. I'm a deviant patron of the arts, especially the scary arts. The scarier the art, the better. Do you have a favorite horror movie? Of course I have favorite horror movie. Mine is, Halloween Town. Terrifying. You mean that thing from Nightmare Before Christmas? No, I mean Halloween Town. It was directed by the Rob Zombie. Oh. Interesting. That's odd. I don't seem to remember Halloween Town being that scary. I would have expected him to bring up something sort of strange, like some kind of foreign horror film that I've never heard of. Like Squid Game. Damien's knuckles are turning white. It looks like he's about to rip the armrest off. No, Halloween Town was an actual Disney movie. Oh, right, it was a Disney movie. I forgot about that. See, I was thinking Halloween. You know, Michael Myers. And I remember that Rob Zombie directed one of them. And apparently it wasn't good. Anywho. Wait a second. He's not really a vampire! I knew it! Damien, are you afraid of horror movies? 'Cause I kind of am too.
What?
You must be joking. I love horror movies. The lights dim for the film. What was that? What was that? What was that pathetic little scream? It was like, ah! Like, no. If you want to scream, you gotta go like, ah! Like that. Or like that scream that I did in FNAF that Max keeps making fun of me for. I apologize. I was thinking about something far scarier than this movie, which is not scary at all. Nope. My accent's gone all weird. Where am I even from? We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice and he takes one. I take note of how much his hands are shaking. Same. You know, one time, I was tricked into seeing It. Yeah. You know, the new It? Max lied to me and told me that we were going to see something else. What it was, I don't remember, because it was obviously bullshit. And let's just say that the moment that It came onto the screen, I ran to the bathroom and hid there for the entire 2 hours of the rest of the movie. And he, like, shows at the beginning, you know, when he's, like, in the sewer, and he's like, hey, Georgie, that's a nice boat, or whatever. I hate that movie. I hate it. And I hate that scary clown. He's scary.
Ugh.
The title flashes across the screen in bloody letters. Vampire Crusade 2. Evil Never Dies.
Huh.
A pale man with long silver hair, glittering red eyes, and well-oiled abs sits up in front of a coffin. Awaken, my coven! 2 more vampires slide the tops of their stone coffins onto the floor. Brother, is it time? Yes, husband, but also mortal enemy. It is time. The 3 look at each other and then to the camera. For the Vampire Crusade! This is just really stupid. What is this? This rules! The trio of vampires fly off into the night as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. I somehow get lost in the movie. As dumb as it sounded, it's actually a pretty fun flick. It's like this horror movie I heard about one time. Apparently Max's parents saw it, and then he told me about it. It was like about these beavers that like turned into zombies and like hunted after like these teenagers. It was called like Zombievers or something stupid like that. I'm not making this up. I think Zombievers is a real thing. I've never searched it up before. Because I don't want to know, but like... Zombievers! We get to a tense moment of the movie where Romulus Trueblood sits at a truce meeting with the general of the human army, whose wife Romulus has fallen in love with. Romulus, it's good to finally meet you. General, I agree. It's good to finally blood you!
What?
Romulus leaps out and slashes the general's throat. Blood splatters all over everything, including the camera. So much so that it, like, completely turns, like, this bright red that isn't even the correct shade of blood. Damien screams again, reflexively grasping my hand. I immediately blush, forgetting about any vampires or blood or vampiric blood. I'm, like, really embarrassed for him, because I, like, feel the same way right now.
Oh, my.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Damien retracts his hand and places it back in his lap. I was writing a novel in my head about blood magic and I got to an extremely scary section. Damien goes back to quietly stressing out over the movie. Whatever. It's kind of cute that he won't admit that he's afraid of it. I feel like that's something that someone has said about me at some point, but I can't catch hints. You know, because I'm scared, I wish he would hold my hand again and let me know everything's alright. We're going through this together, buddy. This ain't a love thing. This is we're gonna get through this horror movie together. What the fuck was I thinking? This was a bad idea. Maybe I could do something to try and make him feel more comfortable. I've got it! I'll do what all dads do best. Talk during the movie. Tell a dad joke, point out a plot hole, ask what's happening. Yeah, let's tell a joke. Where does a dog go when it loses its tail? Where? To the retail store! Get it? I'm here all night. I yelled that last bit a little too loud for a crowded movie theater, but I could see a smile form on Damien's face. Good one, Bailey. The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly, with only a few whimpers from Damien. Maybe he would have liked a romantic comedy better. What the hell was I thinking? I would have liked a romantic comedy better. Why can't we watch, what is that movie called? With, Ryan Reynolds and Tina Fey, I think? No, not Tina Fey. I don't know. We get to the final scene in the movie where Romulus Badblood and the General's wife embrace each other in his crypt. It appears that the true vampire crusade was a vampire crusade in our hearts. The real vampires were the vampires we made along the way. Our cold, unbeating hearts. Romulus and the General's wife begin making out. Hard. The film fades to black and the end appears on the screen. But then it hard cuts to Demetrius and his river lover, Carmilla, who watch the two from afar. Oh no, a twist ending! Our bloodline has been pure for 1,000 years. Romulus has betrayed us by loving a human woman. It will only be a short time before the next Vampire Crusade 3! Evil must die again! Oh my god, that reminds me of... I hate it when in the movie, when you're watching it and all of a sudden they say the title of the movie, it pisses me off so much. It's like, wow, you really said something poignant there by saying the name of the movie. Like, wow, Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Brilliant. More thunder, more ominous organs. The movie fades out again, and a bloody question mark now accompanies the end. Damien and I walk out of the movie theater amidst throngs of clattering moviegoers. He's a little more pale than I remember. But otherwise he survived the encounter. He even seems kind of invigorated. What an interesting film. While the premise admittedly struck me as pedestrian, I was intrigued by its harrowing love story and the great attention to detail in regards to vampiric lore. Yeah, it was pretty good. A lot more vampire titties than I thought there would be. Come, the night is young. Let us take a stroll. Damien's making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk and the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded theater. Lovely night, isn't it? As lovely as the company, yes. I guess. He thinks I'm lovely? What? Damn, okay. Smooth response, go! Thanks, cool, okay. Yeah, okay. Alright. Crushed it. We both stand there feeling a little awkward. I sure am one smooth operator. Are you getting a little hungry? We can maybe stop off and grab something to eat. Worry not, friend. I have a plan. We turn the corner and are greeted by the gates of a cemetery? Question mark? What? Are we going in there? A little bit of Victorian flavor, Bailey. And a little bit of Addams Family, like you suggested the last time we dated. It'll be good. Trust me. I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead as we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare down at us as we follow the path through a faded tombstones. What the song? What is this song? It's kind of killing the mood here. As we crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The nightlights sparkle around us. I gotta hand it to him. For being in a cemetery, this is strangely romantic. Picnicking in graveyards is an old Victorian tradition. An appropriate finish to an evening after a vampire movie. Wouldn't you say? I guess. With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and a picnic basket. Where did he get these things? Wait, where were you hiding that? Under my cloak? Oh, okay. Damien unfolds the blanket and we both sit down, gazing out at the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine and a fine selection of cheeses. Cheese. In the Victorian era, there was no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. Once rural graveyards became a more popular alternative to church burials, they became the only place that people could see the beautiful plant life and the fine sculptures. That makes sense. This is nice, I suppose. I have a question, though. How are you so okay with being in a graveyard, but have trouble handling a scary movie like I do?
What?
It wasn't, He sighs deeply. Okay, yes, I was extremely scared about that movie. I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. I just have never been good at those. I just feel as if because of how I look and act, people expect me to love horror films, so I must play the part. Truth be told, I don't know if I've had the constitution for them at times. Damien, I'm so sorry. If I had known, I would have suggested another movie. I only picked it because I thought you liked it. It's quite alright. I actually did find myself enjoying this one. Thanks for your help. Graveyards, however. I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from the cities, away from the realm of the living. and it keeps us rather separated from it. To acknowledge death and become comfortable with it, I think, gives a certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. To sit amongst generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death, brings me great comfort. Death helps me appreciate life, to savor every second. Death makes me more afraid every single day. So, we sit around and enjoy our food and wine. I don't feel scared anymore. Never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually felt very peaceful. Weirdly enough. Suddenly it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance I see a shadowy figure in the trees. Oh crap, it's the Dover Ghost! He's come for me again! Damien, we gotta hide the cheese! What is that? I'm not sure. It noticed us. I'm paralyzed with fear as it begins lumbering slowly towards us, its shape taking more of an animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid and transfixed as I am. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature's getting closer and closer. It's moving faster. Is this when the zombies are popping out now, Jordan, as you suggested at the beginning of the scene? Woof! Oh, he's a dog. And it finally comes into the light. The friendliest, dumbest little Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us. Oh my god, it's so dopey and cute and aww. Look at you! The dog tracks over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. What a beautiful dog! Hey! We both look up, not expecting to see... It's Robert! My god, this reminds me of a story. So, like, one Halloween in middle school, we went over to the library, and the librarian told a bunch of scary stories. And this one, it was, like, about a guy who's, like, traveling alone late at night. He's, like, trying to find a place to sleep, and he eventually stops at this abandoned church. And then, like, the church is, like, haunted, because he sees, like, ghosts and everything, right? And it's all so scary and spooky and everything, and you get, like, this sense that, like, everything is creepy. And then all of a sudden, one of the ghosts goes, "Bah!" It turns out he was in a church full of sheep. That's what they call a groaner tale, when you expect something scary and then the opposite happens. That's exactly what this feels like, so thanks, Robert, thanks for that. Robert, what are you doing out here on this lovely evening? Hunting cryptids. Of course you are! Because that's what we did on our date. I mean, our get-together, right? Shut up! What? What? I didn't know you had a dog. Yes, I did.
Hey.
This isn't my dog. I found her wandering in the street. I put a leash on her, and now we're walking around this graveyard together. Pretty cool story, huh? Hunting cryptids. Yeah, right. No, I know that's bullshit, given our last date. But I'd give her a treat. Sure. Wouldn't give her cheese, though. Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and produces a small dog treat. What the hell else is he keeping in there? The entirety of the Ark of the Covenant? The dog lights up the treat and crunches away, tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. Thanks. My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his dog disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares after them. I didn't know you liked dogs. Victorians love dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion will always be accompanied by a small dog, such as a terrier or a Maltese. I think big dogs are nice too. Yeah, man, dogs are cool. Except for chihuahuas. I once got bit by a chihuahua. I do believe we have enough excitement for one night. What say we make our way home, Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand up to help me. I gladly take it, as my knees aren't what they used to be. He packs up his picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin the walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful. The stone statues of, like, angels and stuff are nice. At least. I'll be honest with you, I actually did go to Arlington one time. Freaked me out the entire time, knowing that there was a bunch of dead veterans in the ground. And it didn't help the fact that Max was joking about them coming back up out of the graves with M15s and wanting to shoot me. That was not a fun day. Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep. Thank you ever so kindly for your company tonight. Damien, it was my pleasure. Bailey, if you allow me, it would be my great joy to offer you a token of my affection. Damien reaches into his cloak and pulls out a folded, monogrammed handkerchief. He presses it into my hand. Wow, thanks, Damien. Are you gonna quote Shrek now? I'll use this to dry my tears for those I've lost. I can't wait to sneeze on this. I'm gonna wave this as passing ships. Yeah, I'll wave it at passing ships, like, bye, bon voyage. I approve. Damien shuffles his feet. I just want to say that it's rare to find someone like you. Someone who's open to my eccentricities. It's nice to feel so accepted. Thank you. Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze. Okay. Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand. I must take my leave. Good night. Before I could say anything else, he's gone. Huh. Weird. I unlock the door and step inside. Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plops down on the couch, trying to look nonchalant. Hey, Dad! What's up? Were you spying on me? Are you fucking filming us right now? No, I was just, Okay, yes, how was the movie? Lots of vampire titties.
Yeah.
Told you. But, as it turns out, Damien is wait. Amanda doesn't need to know that. I'll keep that between me and Damien. Scary cool! Yeah, he's so cool. It's scary. Boo. Nice save, Bailey. Learn those recoveries from Joseph. We're both so good at it. Did you know that graveyards used to be a place to throw parties?
Oh.
I think I'm misremembering that. Hold on, wait. Wow, that's pretty punk. You know what? It is pretty punk. I can see why Max likes graveyards for some odd reason. Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though. How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf? Holy shit, you're right. Betsy could be a werewolf. How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf, Amanda? Woo! And how can I be so sure you're not a werewolf? Woo! Amanda's eyes narrow. I don't trust you. I don't trust you either, Amanda, so I guess that makes two of us now. We make intense, wary eye contact for a second. Anyway, I'm calling it for the night. Don't stay up too late, will ya? I'll try not to howl at the moon past midnight. Thank you. Appreciate that, sweetie. Oju-sama again.
That was the jammiest bits of jam.
That was the jammiest bit of jams!
I read it in an article once about the Victorian era.
Thank you for clarifying! Okay. That was the jammiest bit of jams!
You've got dads.
I sure do. Okay. I think that settles it. Well, that was exciting. I guess we'll have to hit up Matt, Brian, Hugo, and Craig for second dates, on Thursday or something. This Wednesday there won't be a video, but next Wednesday there should be a video. I believe Max wants to do AVGN 2, which was definitely a video that I recorded. So that should be fun. If you enjoyed this, that's good. That's great. Cool. Glad you stopped by. Even though I looked at the stats, these streams are not doing so well compared to some of my other ones, but I mean, that's to be expected when you're playing like an indie dating simulator game. It's not like the most popular thing in the world. But, you know, this gives me a reason to really, like, give an awful game to Max for him to cover when he returns to live streaming. I don't know when that's gonna be, probably after I finish this, but yeah. Anyway, I guess join the Discord server and leave some suggestions in a suggestion box for games I could make Max play that are truly awful. Whether it be games I've covered in the past, or, you know, a game that you think would be truly awful for him to play. Anyway, that's basically more Dream Daddy. Thanks for watching, I guess. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Later!